and we will be the narrators this morning as we showcase our Lamakū finalists. Malcolm Chan says in his book, Nona Mamo, speaking or speech-making is still a very powerful, respected, and vital part of the culture of the Pacific Islands. Indeed, orators from around the Pacific are highly respected. At Kula Haʻahaʻa, we are laying the foundation, the kohua, for this art to be practiced and remembered. Before we continue, we would like to welcome Kumu Silva to the stage as she shares more about Lamakū.
Aloha mai kākou. So my job this morning is to give you just a little bit of history of Lamakū. But first of all, just as the state Keiki shared with you, we come from a long line of oral tradition. Up until the arrival of the first foreigners in the late 1700s, moʻolelo Hawaii was the only language spoken in Hawaii. In the 1800s, our kupuna embraced the written language as well. Our ancestors communicated through storytelling, music, and poetic verse. Although we went through a period of other people telling our story, we are now in a new age. More than 20 years ago, Nani Pai, who was my own mentor teacher, established the speech festival at our Kula Haʻahaʻa when it was still in Kilkaha. Students from Papa Mala'o through Papa Elima learn a poem, story, legend, debate topics, or other genre within their classroom curriculum. Each student then presents their piece to their entire class to be judged by fellow students and/or their kumu. Semi-finalists are judged by various faculty and staff to determine finalists. The finalists offer their piece to the entire student body, faculty, staff, and parents, an audience today of almost 300. The Speech Festival embodies not only curriculum-driven material, but it showcases our students and allows them to understand the importance of sharing what they have learned via storytelling and oral history. They are at the very core learning to and sharing in the exact same manner as our Hawaiian ancestors once did. As an honor and legacy to Nani Pai, about 3 years ago, we renamed the Speech Festival to Lamakū. Lamakū, the torch, or the best, or the light will lead the way. We want our keiki to strive for excellence, to share their light, to be the light for others. It is their kuleana to carry the torch from the past and take it into the future. That is Nani Pai, and that is what she expected from our keiki. In a pua pawahi, it is now your turn to show your ability to communicate using your best oral communication skills. Just like our kupuna, you will provide us with information that will cause us to ponder and grow. Mai hila hila oko. Don't be shy. Step up, do your best, be our Lamakū. Mahalo.
Mahalo Kumu Silva for sharing that manao. Today we start Lamakū with our poki'i from Papa Mala'o, with poems or mele they wrote about places in our kaya unu or community. Poetry is delightful as it often creates images in your mind and elicits feelings of joy and laughter, wonder, or amazement. Let's welcome from Papa Mala'o, from KA, Adrian Hallbridge, Ariana Hoshide, and Boston Jarneski presenting Kula, followed by Skylar Castro, Miyuki Erickson, Tairi Lindsay Tolentino, and Avery Carter presenting Ho'okele. And from KB, Kalaiva'a Ablo, Alan La'a, and Kuloku Beamer reciting their poems titled McDonald's. Also, Kealani Rochelle, Tacoma Castillo, and Sabri Enos presenting Hotels.
Kula by Adrian, Ariana, and Boston. Talk in uniform. Teacher or kumu. Learn or teach. Play or recess. A lot Hi, my name is Kula, and we wrote a poem about McDonald's. We eat hash browns. We eat cheeseburgers. We eat yogurt. Oh no, Lord. We play with cars. We play with transformers. Nurina Malikini. Ono oi ikeraha. And we wrote a poem about the hotel. People keep on over here. We not TV. Yay! Services, stores, workers, schools, game rooms, 2 showers, 1 bath, 7 floors, and on air you're staying at the hotel.
Mahalo Papa Mala'o finalists. As you know, our people didn't have written language until the mid-1800s. So our traditions, stories, history, and genealogy was passed down orally from generation to generation. Using their na'au, they give perspective to the different papaku, makavalu, that are represented at the local ia. Please listen to our keiki from Papa Ekahi share the written I Am poems. Let's welcome from Papa Ekahi from 1A, Joel Masaoka, followed by La'ikua Wong, and from 1B, Jasmine Barto, followed by JD Kobayashi.
Aloha. I am Joel Mahelani Masaoka, and I will be sharing the gift of Kumu'ola, giver of life. I am a habitat. I see fish swimming inside me. I wonder why people throw rubbish at me. I think people should help me and the animals. I feel bad for the animals. I am white. Mahalo. Aloha. My name is La'iku Ka'eu'eu'oang, and I will be sharing the gift of life. Giver of life. I am the giver of life. I see things being eaten by fish. I wonder why people throw rubbish at me. I think people should malama me. I am fine. Bye, La'iku. Mahalo. Aloha. I am Jasmine Barto, and I am the kite. I am blue and big. I see sea creatures swimming around in me. I wonder how people take good care of me. I think I am a home. I am the kite. Mahalo. Aloha. I am an o'oputan and brown. I see you, but do you see me? I wonder if you see my tear. I think I blend well here in the sand. I feel safe and sound here alone. I am in Aniha by JD Kobayashi. Mahalo.
Mahalo Papa Ekahi finalists. Have you ever wondered about the story behind your name? Well, I know I've often wondered about why my parents gave me my name. Traditionally, name giving was sometimes the kuleana of the matriarch of the ohana. Sometimes the names were inoa, uhane, or dream names. Sometimes the names were Other times they are family names passed on from generation to generation. Here are the keiki from Papaʻilua sharing kuʻu moʻolelo, their story about their name. Let's welcome from 2A, Brianna Sakura, followed by Natalia Matos. Then from 2B, we will be enlightened by Sloan Atkins, followed by Savannah Eel.
Hawaii, Hawaii, I keep chasing a dream. Now my tears flow in the cane fields. My great-grandma used to sing this song while working in the cane fields of Mountain View. Aloha! O Brian Keiko Asu Kuru Kou Inoa. My first name means strong. My middle name means happy child. My last name is made of 2 Japanese characters. Asu means morning, and Kura means storehouse. My name was about to be Elise. Elise is a happy name, but my mom and dad wanted a very happy name, but a strong name. So they did some research. They kept coming back to my name, Brianne. I connect to volcano, the place I spent a lot of time in. Me and my family have a lot of memories in Kapapala, sometimes very exciting moments. Wait, what am I talking about? Every time at Kapapala is fun. At Kapapala, me and my family love to see the donkeys. I can't name them all. There are too many. One time, we got locked up in there. Somebody locked us in, so the owner had to come and unlock the lock. How is my place special? It is special because my great-grandparents called it home. My great-grandparents called it home. Now I get a call too. P-U-N-A, Puna, my home. Do you think that is the end? No way. Mahalo. Aloha. Fragrant, sweet, color green, leaves entwined like a vine. Beautiful, my lele. O Natalia Haley, my le matos ko'uinoa. My name was given to me by my mom and dad. Natalia means a gift from God. Haley means glade or clearing. Maile is a fragrant vine and also my tutu's inoa. Matos is a Portuguese or Spanish last name, also known as Dean Matos. I call Mauna Loa my mountain. Moaniala is my wind. Kavalia Park, Rainbow Falls, Mokuola, and Onekahakaha are my special places. Streets like Haʻahaʻa, Meaʻulu, and most importantly, Ipua Iwaha take me home. I am Natalia Haley Maile Matos. Fragrant, sweet, color green. Leaves entwined like a vine. Beautiful, Mailele, mahalo. Aloha. My name is Sloan Monroe Maile Atkins. My parents gave me my name when I was born. My parents gave me a short first name. My middle names are Monroe, Key, and Maile. Key means energy, Maile is a good smelling vine, and Monroe was just a name my mom likes. My last name is Atkins. It means son of Ike. My dad gave me my last name. My dad gave me my last name because it is his last name. I love my whole name. I would never change it. I love it so much. Mahalo. Aloha. Savannah B. Eel. My first name means a grassy plain in tropical and subtropical regions with few trees. My sister Brianni gave me my name. My middle name, B, means bringer of joy, and it's also my grandma's first name. My middle name was given to me by Brianni because I brought joy to her and my family. Brianni gave me my name because she liked it and she thought it fit me. When I was born, Brianni decided to give me a long first name and a short middle name because she had a short first name and a short middle name. I love my name and I don't want to change it. Mahalo.
Mahalo Papa and Lua Finalists for sharing your mana'o of your ino. Aesop's fables have long been studied because of the great lessons they teach. A fable is another kind of mo'olelo. An analogy is the olelo that we choose as our mana'o nui during our ha'iolelo. That olelo no'eau is indeed a truth to live by. There are many cultures that have wise sayings or stories that teach lessons. Here are the kiki from Papa e Kolu sharing their fables. From 3A, Pono Abe presenting the moray eel and the little shrimp, followed by Adam Leopolidio with the bundle of sticks. Then from 3B, we have James Takue and B's Bode, presenting the lobster and the crab. And finishing off for 3B, we will hear from Haveo Dereking, Alaula Awang, and Havelelani Kamara, presenting the fox and the crow.
Aloha mai kākou. My name is Pono, and today I'll be performing to you the moray eel and the little shrimp. Sunlight drizzles through the water, falling gently upon a rocky reef. A speckled moray eel waited patiently for supper to swim by her cave. With her sharp teeth and speed, she soon caught a small fish. Nearby, a red and white banded shrimp foraged for food. He's hungry, the moray eel thought, as she dropped the last bite of her meal in his direction. Grabbing the food with one pincher, the shrimp waved his thanks with another. The moray disappeared back into her home. Months later, the little shrimp recognized the same moray eel, rubbing herself carefully against the jagged coral. "Oh, this terrible itch," moaned the moray eel. The rubbing helped for a little while, and then the matting itched to turn. If she scraped any harder, the coral will bite into her soft flesh. Which was worse, the pain or the itch? The little shrimp edged closer as the poor moray eel twisted in agony. She exposed sharp teeth that could crush a small shrimp instantly. Despite his fear, the little shrimp couldn't bear to see the moray eel suffer. Cautiously approaching the writhing moray, he bowed low. "Perhaps I can help?" "How can you help me? You are very little and this itch is very big," groaned the poor moray eel. "I can eat the parasites that cause the itch." He demonstrated by waving and snapping his 3 sets of pincers. "Really? You can do that?" the moray asked, astounded. "Why would you do that for me? Once you gave me food and now you're in great distress and I would like to repay your kindness." "Well, that's really generous of you. I only ask one thing in return." "What's that, little one?" The moray leaned toward the little ship. "Please don't eat me." "Oh, I can do more than that." "All your meals are on me." Throwing her head back, the moray laughed, tickled by her own joke. From that day on, the little red and white shrimp and the moray eel traveled through the maze of the coral caves together. The little shrimp never knew hunger, and the moray never had another itch. The moral of this fable is an act of kindness, no matter how small, should never be forgotten. In my opinion, this means an act of kindness, no matter how important it was in your life, you should never forget. Mahalo. Aloha.
My name is Adam and I am
will be performing for you the bundle of sticks. An old farmer had 3 sons who quarreled among themselves from dawn till dusk. One day the farmer fell gravely ill. Wishing to make peace among his sons before he died, he called them to his bedside and asked them to bring a thick bundle of sticks. "Can you break these sticks in two?" asked the farmer, handing them to the oldest son. "Of course," the young man answered scornfully. But even though he tried and tried until he was red in the face, he could not break the thick bundle of sticks. "Why, those sticks are nothing to my finger," mocked the second son. "I could break those sticks like a straw," boasted the third. But both tried with all their might, but neither of them could break the bundle of sticks. Then the farmer drew 3 sticks from the bundle and handed them to each of his sons. "Now can you break it?" he asked, and they did it so easily. Let the sticks teach you. How strong are you allied together, but how easily can you be broken on your own. The moral of the story is, in unity there is strength. What this means to me is teamwork is the key to life. You have to have teamwork to accomplish bigger jobs. For example, when I was doing my hoʻolauna, my friends were testing me and that helped me practice. Mahalo.
Aloha.
I'm Blaze,
I'm James.
and we're performing the lobster and the crab.
Here we
We
go.
hope you enjoy it. One day, Crab went for a relaxing walk on the ocean floor. He was surprised to see his friend Lobster preparing his boat. "Lobster, it's too foolhardy to go out on a day like this."
Perhaps so, but a little squall at sea.
"I will come with you. I won't let you face such danger alone." The lobster and the crab began their voyage. Soon they found themselves far away from shore. And sooner or later they found themselves hitting and beating and crashing against the hard waves of the sea.
Crab, for me, the taking of the splashing of the saltwater space takes my breath away.
"Lobster, I think we're sinking."
Of course we're sinking. This old boat is full with holes.
The little boat capsized and sank. Horror!
Down we go.
Lobster took Crab for a relaxing walk on the ocean floor.
How brave we are. What a fun adventure we had together.
The crab began to feel somewhat better on that day. The moral of this story is that even the taking of small risks can add excitement to life.
Mahalo. Oh, I'm so scared.
Hi everyone, my name is Haveo,
My name is Alala.
and my name is Havele. And today we're going to be performing The Fox and the Crow. I'm going to be the fox, I'm going to be the narrator and the bunny,
And I'm going to be the crow.
so let's get started. One day, a crow landed on a tree branch with a slice of cheese she'd just successfully found. She was so excited to eat the cheese. Suddenly, a sly fox appeared in front of the crow and said,
Hey little crow, you're looking astonishing right now. Your feathers so glossy and your eyes as bright as stars.
"Oh, why thank you, dear fox. I know.
Oh, your voice is so beautiful. I would just love to hear you sing.
The crow, who was very vain, believed every word spoken by the fox.
I would love to sing for you.
While the crow was singing, the fox snatched the piece of cheese up and went to a nearby tree to eat it. "Oh, dear fox, where did she go? Where did my cheese go? Do you see it?" "Fox ate your cheese! The fox ate your cheese!" The crow, who was heartbroken, saw the fox behind the tree and saw her run away. The moral of the story is, don't try
never know if they're telling the truth.
The evidence to our moral is the fox was falsely flattering the crow to get the cheese. The crow believed every word the fox said and was not cautious of who she trusted, and because of that, she lost her cheese.
Dun, dun, cheese!
Mahalo papa e kolu finalist. In a segment of Kumukahi, Hepo Pereira, University of Hawaii, a Hilo professor, spoke about moʻolelo. He said that we need to pay attention to our families. He continues, moʻolelo are the history, stories and lifeline of our kupuna. As we move forward into the future, we carry our kupuna with us. So when we share the moʻolelo of our kupuna, we help those stories to live again. Here are the keiki from Papa e Hau with their moʻolelo of Hawaii. From 4A, presenting the Battle of the Pueo, is Kamaka Masuko, followed by Isis Respishin Rogokos with the Kihapu. Then from 4B, we will hear from 3 finalists. Ali'i Palaka presenting the Kihapu, followed by Leila Masaoka also presenting the Kihapu, and Johnny May Sawyer presenting the Puna Chief who posted.
I am Chief Kihapu. I will be retelling the story of the Kihapu by Mary Kabana Pukui. I will speak from my perspective. I am a strong, muscular, and very handsome chief. I live in beautiful Waipio Valley. It is a big cliff-wall valley where there are lots of taro and alba patches. There are also lots of green grass and plants. Everything is green. Right on the bottom of this valley is a big village, all made by ourselves. You know, it takes a lot of hard work to build a house. Every day, there are people working in the taro and alba patches. When the village is quiet, I can hear the ocean and the birds chirping. It's so peaceful and relaxing, but not at night. Well, see, above us lives a small little man called Menehune. There's just one really big problem about it. Night for us is day for the Menehune. They blow their pool, which wakes our whole village. We can hardly get sleep. It makes me super grumpy. I would always wish that I could get that pool, but no Hawaiian would be able to go there unnoticed. One morning, I woke up super grumpy. The Menehune blew their pool last night. I was tired. I stumbled to my mat. I could finally get some rest. That's what I thought, until my 2 guards came and told me to come with them. I was not in the mood. I followed them, dragging my legs. They brought me to show me an old man and a big yellow dog hiding behind the old man. The guards told me that the old man's dog was digging in my alba patch. I was impatient, and I wanted them to die. Then my kahuna said to let the old man speak. I agreed with him. The old man said that he was sorry, and he asked to spare the dog's life. I was confused. He wanted his dog to live and not himself. The old man explained about how the dog is like his child and that his wife and him were childless. I was anxious to go sleep on my mats, so I decided that they should still die. Once again, my kahuna spoke. He said that the dog was not common and that he saw wisdom in the dog's eyes. I knew that kahuna was right. I looked in the dog's eyes. He looked at me. I realized that it was wise eyes. A sudden thought came to my mind. I asked the old man if he would get his dog to get the Menehune food, and he said he didn't know. The old man looked to his dog and asked his dog if he would get the food. The dog gave the old man a look of understanding. The old man said that his dog would try. I was no longer sleeping. I was eager to get that food. I commanded the guards to take the old man to the prison house, and I set free the dog. If the dog brings the food, then his master shall be free. Poo Poo the dog licked his master's hand and went off. Poo Poo saw the Waipio River and followed the trail. As Poo Poo climbed higher and higher, he became smaller. When Poo Poo got to the Menehune village, he was as small as the puppies. Poo Poo played with the Menehune. The Menehune played fetch and chase with the puppy. Once in a while, Poo Poo would pause to catch his breath in the doorway of some house. Poo Poo would stop running once in a while and pick his hand out of a house. Finally, after a while, Poo Poo found the food. It was hanging on a long cord in a dark house. The Menehune kept on playing with the puppy. They loved it. Later that night, Poo Poo pretended to sleep while the Menehune that were playing with him slept. Poo Poo opened one eye and noticed that there were still a couple of Menehune awake, and he closed his eye again. Poo Poo opened his eyes again and saw that there was nobody awake. He quietly made his way to the house where he saw the pool. Poo Poo was a big dog as he loosened the pool. Poo Poo ran down the trail with the pool in his mouth. As he ran, the wind blew through the pool and the pool blew. The Menehune heard the sound and woke up. They're worried. Their pool. Someone stole their pool. The Menehune followed the sound of the pool.
Poo heard them coming and took a shortcut. The poo hit a rock and a piece of the poo fell off. Poo kept on running. Poo came to the river and swam across it. The menehune stopped. They needed to get back because before daylight, every menehune must be at home. The menehune sadly went back. I heard the sound of the poo, and I was eager to see if Poo had the food. Finally, Poo came and dropped the poo at my feet. I picked it up. I was super happy. No more sleepless nights. I then set the old man free. I told the old man that his dog has done great service, and that the quarter of my apple patch where Poo dug shall be his as long as he lives. I also said that may him, his wife, and dog live long. From that day, I kept the poo and used it to send messages or summon workers. I lived a really happy life. Life wasn't horrible anymore. Mahalo!
I retell the moʻolelo, the Battle of the Kula by Kula. I will speak from Kapoi's perspective. Our story begins in Kamehameha. Kamehameha is this beautiful place that has lots of greenery, birds, and is very peaceful. My house is falling apart, so I need peeling grass to repair it. While I was gathering the grass, I found a nest that had 7 poor eggs. I thought to myself, I could use these for my dinner. So I grabbed them, put in my egg cake, and went home. When I got home, I prepared the eggs by wrapping each one in tea leaf. I was about to put them in the igloo, and then a pool came down and said, "Hey, Kapoi, those are my eggs. Please give them back." I said, "How many eggs do you have?" Pool said, 7. I said, "I have them wrapped and ready to cook." Pool said, "Kapoi, you're stubborn and only care about yourself." I was ashamed of myself, and I grabbed the eggs, gave them back, and said, "I'm sorry for taking your eggs." Then the pool became my amakua because of my kindness. The pool told me to build a hail, so I built a hail. People started to gossip about this new hail. When Kamehameha found out, he became very, very angry because he made a law that if you made a hail without his authorization, you would die. So he sent out his warriors all to find. Meanwhile, the poor from all over Hawaii gathered at 3 places: Kalapuel, near Diamond Head; Kanoikapuel, near Nu'uanu Valley; and Kuahulunui, near Moʻolelo. Just then, Kamehameha's warriors from there were taking me to the hail, and then the pool came down and started to scratch the warriors' eyes and bodies until they let me go. When Kamehameha found out about his warriors, he was shocked, and now he knew the pool had mana. And from that day on, the pool was worshipped as a god. Mahalo.
Aloha mai kako. My name is Hawaiʻi Palaka, and I will be retelling the story of the Kihapu. I will be retelling this story from the eyes of Puapua, or the Kihapu. Puapua is a loyal and intelligent dog. We know this because when Kiha, the chief of Waipi'o, asked him to get the poo, he did it quickly and did it with no problem. So, let's start. Oh man, I can't wait to tell Hina about what happened. Soon in the distance, I could see a little pig running as fast as her little legs could go, until she tripped. Hi, Hina.
Hey, Pua. So what's been keeping you up all night?
It was awesome. So each night I hear this loud noise that sounds like a poo blow, but I can't figure out what it is. So these men come and take my owner and I to the chief's hale. After a lot of talking, the chief orders me to get the poo from the menehune, which turns out was the loud noise that was keeping Waipi'o up. So on I went. I searched for a while until I saw the menehune village. Once I saw a small man, I quickly changed my form into a little puppy. I decided to play with the menehune, and as I did, I peeked into each hale, trying to find where the poo could possibly be. Then I saw it. It was hanging on a cord in a dark and mysterious house. I continued to play though. Soon the menehune grew tired and sank to sleep. I pretended to be asleep, and as I did, I peeked I pretended to be asleep, but once all the menehune in the village were sound asleep, I quickly grabbed the poo and headed back to the chief's hale while changing my form into my normal size. The chief seemed delighted to see me with the poo, so he let my owner and I free from his hale and we headed home to rest in silence. That is how I got my second name, the Kiha Poo, because I journeyed to the menehune village, grabbed the poo, and returned it to Kiha, my chief. So how'd you enjoy my story, Hina?
It's pretty hard to believe, but sounds like you had an exciting night. I gotta go get some rest. See you later, Kihapu.
Thanks, Hina. Bye. Okay, owner, I'm ready for that back scratch, you promise.
Aloha mai kako. My name is Layla. I will be retelling the moʻolelo Kihapu, told by Mary Kavana Pukui. I will be retelling the moʻolelo in the eyes of the Kihapu. The Kihapu is a smart and playful yellow puppy. He is also very friendly and loyal. Oh no, I thought. I got my owner in trouble because I accidentally dug a hole in the High Chief Kiha's garden. The chief was not happy with me, and my owner was being held captive in a cage. The chief told my owner that he could be free only if I could get the poo of the menehune, since the poo was keeping Waipio up during the night. I just need a plan. Aha! I got it. I'll play with the menehune. They will get tired. Then they will fall asleep. Then I will take the poo. I shall wait till the menehune are in deep sleep. Then I will take the poo and run. I ran, but a little piece of the poo fell off, and the menehune knew their poo was gone. They chased me, but I escaped. Here you are, Kiha the poo. Yay, I did it. I saved my owner, and now my name is the Kiha Poo for sure, because I was able to get the poo for Kiha, my chief. Mahalo. Aloha mai kako. My name is Johnny May. The title and author of my mo'olelo is A Puna Chief Who Boasted by Westerville. Today, I will be retelling the story through the eyes of the Puna Chief. The Puna Chief can be described as braggy, stubborn, and observant. He is a chief of Puna and a lover of Puna. Puna is most beautiful than any other district. I told those Ka'u Haumāna while I was in Ka'u to get some strong wind. What? Pele burned down Puna? Nonsense. She is far up in the mountains. My people are safe from her evil. Now, where was I? Oh, my bragging. We have things you don't. For example, our land grows all foods, not only sweet potatoes. Our bananas hang heavy, potatoes burst from the earth. Our sugarcane stalks are the sweetest. My puna has a sweet-smelling air with the fragrance of hala. The seamen who come to our coasts. Birds gather over our trees to gain the nectar of the sweet lehua blossoms. My district is beautiful Puna. No, Pele would not burn down Puna, but to my surprise, while I was saying that, I got scared. I thought of all the mo'olelo I had heard about Pele burning down districts because of boasting. So I hopped into my canoe and paddled as fast as the wind could take me back to Puna. But it was no use. When I got back to Puna and climbed up the mountains, all I saw was a city of ashes. Puna was gone. Pele had burnt it down. I have learned my lesson. I will never boast about anything I love ever again. I have a bad problem. I'm too boastful. It is true. I've boasted all my life, and I'm always getting punished for it. I guess I haven't learned my lesson. A life lesson I could learn from my mo'olelo is to never ever boast, because in the end, Pele burned down my beautiful hometown Puna because I boasted. So that teaches you, you should never boast, or else you will get consequences. I have a bad problem. So I came up with a solution. My solution is to think before I speak, because if I think before I speak, then I'll think about being kind and not boasting, so I cannot boast. Mahalo.
Mahalo, Papa e hala finest. Oratory or kaka'olelo was sometimes used by our ali'i as a way to persuade another ali'i. It was often the kuleana of the kalai moku, or counselor to the ali'i, to be the kaka'olelo.
It is said that once during the heated battle, the kakaʻōlelo spoke to the ali'i of both sides and got them to stop fighting and to declare peace. Here are the keiki from Papa and Lima with their persuasive pieces. From 5A, Tatiana Warfield, Bethany Showen, Carmen Otake, and Palikune Olewang presenting their argumentative speech on is lava a beast or blessing? Also, Zion Ha'ahu with soccer versus baseball. Then, from 5B, Mia Ayat persuading you to be a worm. And closing out with her Lamakū finals presentation is Aubrey Kajikawa with her persuasion to love yourself.
Aloha, o Paliku ko uinoa.
Aloha, o Carmen ko uinoa. Aloha, o Bethany ko uinoa.
Aloha, o Tatiana ko uinoa.
We think that lava is a blessing.
We think that lava is a beast.
Lava has a purpose, which is to create life and land.
Lava destroys.
Meanwhile, lava has added on land, about 500 acres in the last 2 decades.
Yeah, 500 acres of barren rock that no one can live on.
Not really, because after lava occurred, Ti'iaka comes and restores native plants. For instance, some of the first plants to grow on lava is leho, kupu-kupu, and lichen.
I see where you're coming from, but it also has created a space for more invasives to grow on.
But also, during the flow, it takes out a lot of diseases. One, for example, is rod, which is harmful to lehua.
On the other hand, it has created many deadly gases. For example, sulfur dioxide, aka SO2, which is harmful to people with health issues, animals, and plants. It creates issues like breathing, lungs, skin and eye, etc.
Yeah, but sulfur dioxide comes from a rock called rockite, which is very pretty.
Yeah, when lava enters the ocean, it heats up the water. It can get up to 2,100 degrees. In the process, it kills many innocent fish, coral, and turtles.
But it also creates more space for more animals to live and more corals to grow on.
Yes, but according to agencies' help with mental health, it has destroyed many beaches that people lived on, so they all had to evacuate. That put stress on those people for they won't know when their next meal will be, they have to pay for repair, they lost friendships, they have to restart, and they don't have a place to call home.
You have a good point, but it also brought a lot of communities together when helping deal with problems. One, for example, is Mr. Kahele. He saw a problem that Puna evacuees had to find a temporary home on such short notice. So with the help of HPM, him and his team were able to build tiny homes for the evacuees of Puna. All in all, lava can be both ways. But it is more of what you see of it.
So ask yourself this question.
How and what can you do the next time lava comes? Mahalo.
Aloha. My name is Zion, and I will convince you that soccer is a better sport than baseball. To start this off, which sport do you guys think is better, soccer or baseball? Dribble, run, pass, fake, cross, shoot, go. The crowd goes wild. I believe that soccer is a way better sport than baseball. All you do in baseball is throw, hit, and catch. Wow, so exciting. I believe that soccer is a way better sport than baseball. This is my first reason why soccer is a way better sport than baseball. First, it's super easy to play soccer. All you need is a ball. Also, soccer is a physical strength game and skills. In addition, when you look at a soccer player, they have huge muscular legs and a strong torso. Secondly, everyone has to run and handle the ball because soccer is a game of working together and teamwork. Also, according to Klistop New, soccer is a great conversational starter. Finally, soccer is also a game of strength. For example, you need core muscles and endurance to last all that running. Also, you need explosive movement and power to make a powerful kick. Last, you need coordination with your feet to trap, volley, and kick. This is my second reason why soccer is a way better sport than baseball. First, the coaches are geniuses and they are a big factor in making the game amazing to watch. In addition, the announcers are best in sport. They get everyone riled up by their screaming in the mic. Also, soccer is a super simple sport to play and learn. Next, there's no off-season in soccer. For example, in Europe, there's a game every week. Also, there's international competition that runs year-long. For example, the World Cup brings international competition almost everywhere. For example, France, Brazil, Portugal, Argentina, Spain go to the World Cup, etc. Also, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 10 or 70 years old and you can still play soccer. According to FIFA, there's 270 million people playing soccer in the world. Finally, soccer is a super beautiful game to watch. And baseball is a super beautiful game to watch too. This is my last reason why soccer is a way better sport than baseball. To start this off, soccer's health benefits are super beneficial because you get a great workout, and it's super fun because you get to talk to your teammates, friends, and coaches. Also, soccer improves your aerobic capacity health, and according to betterhealth.gov.vc.au, soccer is an international sport and a great conversational starter. Finally, it doesn't matter your size. For example, Messi is 5'7" and he is the best soccer player in the world. Also, soccer is a super simple sport to play. All you need is an open area and a ball. Could soccer be an amazing sport? Could baseball be an amazing sport? Could soccer be a marvelous sport? Could baseball be a marvelous sport? I believe that soccer is a marvelous, skillful, and amazing sport to play, not a boring, slow, and awful sport. Mahalo.
Have you ever thought about being a worm? Well, I have. A bookworm. Hi, my name is Mia, and today I'm going to be talking about how reading can improve your writing and can improve your body and your brain. Reading can improve your body and your brain because it can improve your writing skills and your vocabulary skills. Reading can also improve your GPA. As you notice, people that read more, reading can boost their confidence level. But you're probably wondering right now, why can't you just watch YouTube? It's way funner and way better. But YouTube can teach you some knowledgeable things, but on the other hand, there's some crazy things on there too. But when you read, it actually teaches you something. Did you know that if you read 20 minutes a day, it equals to 1,800,000 words per year? But if you read 5 minutes a day, it equals to 282,000 words per year. But if you read 1 minute a day, it equals to 8,000 words per year. And reading can also teach you some valuable life lessons. And I also read that dinosaurs didn't read, and look what happened to them. So, let's all be bookworms. Thank you.
If you know the BTS fan chant, please chant along. Kim Namjoon, Kim Seokjin, Min Yoongi, Jung Ho-seok, Park Jimin, Kim Taehyung, Jung Jungkook, BTS! Hello, my name is Aubrey. If you didn't know, that was a fan chant from BTS. Did you know that auditions for K-pop training start at a young age, like 9 or 10? I'm a huge fan of K-pop. I believe it's awesome. K-pop is Korean pop music. The first set of K-pop was in 1992. These solo and group artists don't just have good choreograph, outfits, looks, and songs, but work hard and practice a lot. Most of these trainees are still in school and have to juggle between student life and trainee life. Some entertainment companies may decide to kick them out if they're not fit to become a star. BTS is one boy band that really shined these past years. BTS stands for Bulletproof Boy Scouts or Beyond the Scene. They've won many awards in their career, one being Mnet Asian Music Award Artist of the Year in 2016, 17, and 18. Their Love Yourself series speaks about the path to happiness, and any relationship begins with self-love. The Bulletproof Boy Scouts don't just release an amazing album, but use the lyrics and influence to empower their fans by sending a good message. They share their struggles through the Love Yourself series and have proven they are more than just a boy band, but truly the voice of our generation. When you listen to music you love, it benefits you by helping you exercise, it improves your mood, provides comfort, reduces stress and anxiety, improves memory, and lots more. Researchers in the UK recruited 30 people to run on a treadmill until they were tired while listening to motivational music, no music, and non-motivational music. Measurements in time showed that both music conditions increased length of time compared to the others. I know K-pop could distract us from studying and could affect our hearing when we blast our earbuds, but music can boost brain chemicals. Interest on the effect of music led to a new research called neuromusicology, which explores how the nervous system reacts to music. When you listen to your favorite song, it triggers a dopamine boost. A dopamine is a good chemical that stimulates feelings of happiness and excitement. Enjoying live music and playing music with others stimulates the brain hormone called oxytocin. Oxytocin is called the trust molecule because it helps us to bond and trust others. In 2009, Petrojanata at the University of California found that there is a part of the brain that connects music and memories. When you listen to your own familiar music, it could trigger a memory from the past. Music is awesome, right? Right. Now you know that music helps us to exercise, have better memory, teach us good lessons, and lots more. These are some out of the many reasons why everyone should listen to K-pop. Mahalo.
Mahalo Papa'ilima finalists. As we wrap up our 2019 Lamakū presentations, we would like to mahalo our kumu for preparing us during our Lamakū journey. Also, mahalo to our makua for the continued support and encouragement. Last but most importantly, we would like to mahalo our peers for the time and effort you put into your awesome presentations leading up to today. Everyone did amazing work. We hope you've all enjoyed the presentations this morning. Let us rise and sing our school song to end our sharing today. Mahalo, and we will see you all back here this afternoon at 1 p.m. for chapel.